Hi, I'm Brian Joseph Johns, and right now I'm just basically here at my home office apartment, working on some stuff for the butterfly dragon, and for I guess for some upcoming stuff here. Sorry, I'm not exactly set up the best to do video recording, but I'm gonna give this my best shot. So in this session, I'm gonna share with you um, a little bit of information about me. But first of all, some of my process, my rendering process, very briefly, and just more or less to prove that it's me that's physically the person that is doing this stuff and putting this stuff up there, and putting the and writes the stories and designs a lot of the artwork. But there's also a lot of other people whose material I hire them to, or buy their software and their software tools and add-ons in order to make a lot of this stuff. Um, Let me see. So first of all, it's the site I'm talking about is Shhhh Digital, right? It's SHHH. It's four H's, shh, like shh, and digital. So Shhhh Digital Media is my site. Um, the properties that I've created through that site or for that site are most notably the butterfly dragon and a lady's prerogative. So, but the a lady's prerogative is not to be confused with. There's a new book that recently came out that is how would you say it's written by a lady, and it looks to be like a romance novel of some form, right? Probably very good too as well, right? So I guess they kind of managed to get the name too as well, right? So um, anyway, I published my Lady's Prerogative in 2012. It was actually published online, right? The book, and even sold on Amazon. So, and likewise with the Butterfly Dragon. The Butterfly Dragon is called the Butterfly Dragon One, Heroes of Our Own, and A Lady's Prerogative is I retitled it to be A Lady's Prerogative, the one, the Yearning and the Learning, right? So anyway, here's something I'm working on right now. I'll just switch the camera if you give me just 2 seconds here. Okay, so what we're doing here is I'm just getting ready to render Sheila and the Shadow Cat for just a test render for some new technology I've got basically that improves the lighting and the final render. It really makes the final render look a lot better and saves a lot of time in terms of post production. So these are so that's one of the scenes I was working on. I just did a render of where did I put it? I just did a render of. Let me get to this place here. Of course, I'll have to edit this out. Yeah, where are we? My content directory. Where are we going? Okay. Oh. Oh, there. That's a picture of my ex. How I always say my love interest is Mandarin Chinese. That's a picture of her right there. Beautiful woman, perhaps the most beautiful woman I've ever met. But anyway, I'll get to. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so it's in promo and web media. Where the heck is it? Butterfly Dragon, shared, not shared assets, promo. What do I have? Oh, I have it sorted by... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Let's check this out. So this is one of the new renders. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to make this my new backdrop. The new backdrop to my desktop. Let's see here. Yeah, perfect. So anyway, so that's one of the new renders. That's Weltherwithsp. You can't see his wings, but his wings are actually in there too as well, right? You can probably see them better. I'll have to do a version of this. So that's Weltherwithsp the dragon right there, and that's Ai Yuan Lin Ying. That's Halen Yates. Her father changes her name to Halen Yates, and she eventually becomes the superhero of the butterfly dragon, right? Okay, so, and this is a new render I'll be doing today. It's just for testing purposes. I have to, I guess, to mount my latest effort towards getting this stuff done and getting the story out there. I guess, right? You know, and keep from being buried by people. Quite often, a lot of this stuff that I produce, there's a lot of people around me that try and, it's hard to explain. They kind of try and pretend that they're responsible for it. They basically try to steal the credit for it, right? And completely replace my identity with like when I walk around in the community, I get treated like I'm a crack dealer or you know, or basically something else much different from my own reality, right? So it causes a lot of grief, and actually I almost quit writing permanently, and I took a hiatus for 6 years in order to deal with this and to you know, kind of to fight against it. Finally, I have enough energy to really take it on this time and really focus on it. So I'm going to try giving it another shot. I'm 51 years old, right? So doing this stuff, you know, I'm not going to, obviously time is passing on. I'm not a young guy. I'm an ugly guy that's on the outer ring of having been young, right? So I'm not gonna be able to push with this for long, but you know what? This is my life's work, right? I also have some music I've written to accompany all of this as well, right? So anyway, where's the, and here's the actual fun, the interface for Blogger, right? So, and this is where I actually post my stories in that, right? And as you can see, the two latest ones there, the Proxy Puppet Show and My Secret Place. My Secret Place is done. It's finished. The Proxy Puppet Show, it'll probably take about 4 or 5 writing sessions. It's going to be a little bit longer. What else is there that I can show you there? So anyway, I just wanted to show you the proof that that I'm the guy. Let's see here. I'll just show you. Yeah, like that's the Aerth mother from A Lady's Prerogative right there, as most of you know. And here's I guess these are the lyrics to a song that I'm trying to fit into the whole Lady's Prerogative thing, right? So they need a bit of work, right? They're kind of iffy, but I think it really kind of sends a message about what ALP or A Lady's Prerogative is really about. So, you know, I wish I was like a really good-looking guy. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll pull a Milli Vanilli. We'll find out like another really good-looking guy, and we'll have that guy, what is it, be the person pushing for, to promote these materials, right? And I'll be like the real person behind it all, you know. How, I guess, how society is sometimes a little bit focused on the visual. It's like music video, the generation of people who were into music videos, that whole generation, it killed music by people like Joe, what was his name? Joe, oh no, not Joe Satriani, but basically people that weren't particularly, that the public didn't find appealing visually. That's basically what it comes down to. But anyway, enough. I'm not fishing for compliments or anything like that, right? I feel fine with myself exactly as I am. And here's the Butterfly Dragon page. It's a little bit of a background, like about the stories there, right? And links to where you can actually read them. I can't remember if I have them all posted. Most of these images are older, but they really cover they cover most of the, like, what the characters look like, that kind of a thing, right? But I haven't updated a lot of this stuff in a long time, right? I'm just getting around to that, and I'm just gonna pick up and give it another push, right? Let me just one other thing I'll do about this here. I wanted to show you something. Now, this is personal. I'm a guy that I would consider to be sexually liberated, right? In other words, I'm very, I'm not usually, actually, I'm kind of secretive about my sexuality. I'm heterosexual, but I completely support LGBTQ rights and marriage and, everything of that nature, right? But in protecting those rights of others, I don't give up my own identity as being heterosexual, right? I think it's wrong to do that, because you're pushing human rights backwards when you do that. And most hate groups that are anti-LGBTQ, that's the way that they build intolerance in other people they force that identity onto others and try to make it cause problems in their life, and then that slowly results in building intolerance with people, right? So anyway, but here's something about myself that most of you probably didn't know, is that I'm a fan of Japanese eroticism, right? I mean, sorry, I hope there's nobody young checking out this video right now, but I enjoy this thing. This is almost a replacement for the fact that I don't have much of a social life, right? I get stalked a lot and abused a lot, and I'm I'll just say this right now, I'm not a pedophile. I have no fantasies to do with, like, young women or anything like that, or torture or anything that really violates women or grossly causes them harm or anything like that at all. And I've never been a rapist or anything of that nature, right? So, but this is a part of my life. It's a part of me, and I don't think there's anything wrong with sexuality of this nature at all, right? So I just had to open up about this. So I guess in a way it's almost like coming out of the closet, but there's nothing wrong. So all of my movies, if I check out anything, I pay for them too as well, right? So, for the most part, that's the way that things are, right? So I have a bunch of movies, and that's my social life. Excuse me for that, but now at least you know who I am, what I am, and I'm not saying that that's a healthy replacement for a loving romantic relationship, or for it's not a good idea to objectify women as purely as sex objects, because they're not. But anyone who has a healthy understanding of sexuality really understands that that's that's sex is one of the languages of love, right? So it's a way of expressing that it's a way of communicating with your partner, right? So really, if you think that way and you view your partner that way, you're not objectifying them as sexual objects at all, right? So anyway, I just wanted to get that. Here, I'm going to switch the camera back around so you can take a look at my my ugly face. Okay, so here we are again, right? Let's see here. Okay, so that basically reveals a great deal of secrets about me that, but also that verifies that I'm the writer of A Lady's Prerogative and the Butterfly Dragon and all those things that are on Shhhh Digital. Going right back to poetryandfiction.blogspot.ca, going to the Butterfly Dragon .blogspot.ca and Tales of the Sanctum.blogspot.ca and a few others too as well. I mean, I'm also a coder, like a programmer, and I compose music too as well, right? I haven't been spending as much time doing musical composition, but I do have I do have a piece that I've recently finished the production. I haven't decided if I'm going to put down vocal tracks for it, but it would be nice to, right? I would love to say I'm good enough to try that, but it's geared towards A Lady's Prerogative, and I was kind of hoping I could find someone that has a voice, a singing voice that sounds like if the character Barris was a singer, right, and was actually singing. So that I'm playing with that idea right now, but I might end up releasing the musical part, the instrumental part of the song ahead of time, just with a slideshow of some of the new images in order to build a little bit more hype in that. But anyway, now you see what I look like. You see that I'm just basically I'm a poor schmuck, lives in pretty much in poverty in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. No great mystery about me anymore, right? But that doesn't mean that I guess when I'm when I'm not abused or stalked in society, that doesn't mean that that I don't like to put on nice clothes and that I don't like to have dinner in nice places, and it doesn't mean that I don't like earning my way in society. It doesn't mean that. It's just I like my rights, and I also like my right to be creative as well, and to express myself, and so this is an aspect of it, as I said. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great day. I wish I had better video gear. I have to apologize for the quality of this recording setup. I'm just using my Huawei phone, which I love. This camera is freaking awesome, right? On the P20, awesome, love it. But anyway, maybe we'll catch you later. Bye bye.